This female leopard was forced up onto a dead tree by a pack of wild dogs. At this moment, Anna had to stay alert at every second. Below the tree, the wild dogs had formed a tight circle. They kept trying to force the female leopard down from the branches. Luckily, the wild dogs couldn't climb trees, which gave the leopard a brief chance to breathe. When the dogs realized they couldn't reach her, they began searching the surrounding area. Although they didn't see the cubs directly, they seemed to pick up their scent, hidden inside cracks between rocks. The two cubs trembled in fear, their eyes filled with terror. Anna's heart was racing. She kept staring in the direction of her cubs, hoping with everything she had that they wouldn't be discovered. Fortunately, the cubs stayed silent. After searching for a while, the African wild dogs finally chose to leave. This time, the mother and her two cubs narrowly escaped. But Anna realized this area was no longer safe. She had to move her cubs to a new den as fast as possible. Not long after, she found a place that seemed safe. But the situation was still extremely dangerous for Anna. As a single mother, raising two cubs alone was anything but easy. After settling the cubs, Anna couldn't rest for even a moment. She hadn't eaten in 3 days. Without enough food, she wouldn't be able to produce enough milk to feed her cubs. If this continued, both of her babies would starve to death. So she had no choice but to go out and hunt. Anna walked for a long time before finally spotting an antelope. She quietly moved closer to her prey. Her speed gradually increased, but her movements stayed extremely light under the cover of tall grass. Anna crept closer and closer to the antelope. But what she didn't expect was that a squirrel in a nearby tree had noticed every single move. The antelope, however, sensed nothing. Then the squirrel let out a sharp warning call. The antelope bolted instantly. Anna's hunt failed. The prey that was almost in her mouth was gone. She felt unwilling to accept it, but she had no other choice. Her cubs were still at home, starving. She had to find new prey as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, back at the den, her two cubs were full of curiosity about the outside world. Her braver daughter had already crawled out of the den and started exploring the unfamiliar surroundings. As time slowly passed, Anna grew more and more anxious. She had been away from her cubs for too long. To get back faster, she aimed her attack at a tree hollow and successfully caught an owl. There wasn't much meat on the owl, and it couldn't even begin to fill Anna's stomach. But it was the best option she had. While Anna was coughing up feathers, near the den where the cubs had been hiding, a lioness appeared. This lioness was also searching for a den for her own cubs. She reached the area beneath the rocky cave and spotted Anna's daughter hidden in the dense grass. At that very moment, Anna rushed back in a panic, but was already too late. This time, her daughter didn't escape. Anna stared in horror at the baby leopard in the lioness's mouth. She realized it was her own daughter. In that instant, she completely broke inside. Anna charged forward without thinking. All she wanted was to take her daughter back. But facing a lion far stronger than herself, she could only suppress her fear and watch the lion walk away.